What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back with another classic Tekken 8 video. Here we're going to talk about a situation involving the Tekken 8 development team and a situation involving a tweet that has been going around the Tekken community when it comes to Tekken Twitter. You know, a lot of people have read this tweet. A lot of people have liked it, saw it. You know, content creators, players, and whoever, they saw this tweet. So as you can see, this is the famous tweet right now. Like, and this tweet is pretty much going viral. And this is what the person that tweeted this said. Bandai Namco is killing their Tekken player base by leaving the game in this state for so long. For a game so heavily carried by the community, they're thinning it out by a lack of communication, cheaters running rampant, and bad netcode. And people are actually peeping out that the Tekken 8 development team has gone relatively silent. So basically, you know, my homeboy Blackheart, he made a video on this and I watched the video. The video was great. Blackheart was spot on when it came to the video and the things that he was talking about when it comes to the Tekken 8 development team. They have gone silent. First of all, I gotta say, this is not a response video to Blackheart or nothing like that. This video is kind of like, you know, the other side of the pillow. So I don't want nobody coming in my comment section talking about beef or none of that bullshit or nothing like that. Blackheart is my homeboy. He made a great video. But in this video here, I'm just going to explain why I feel that the Tekken 8 development team being silent is actually a good thing for the game right now. And one of the first things that I want to talk about when it comes to that situation, look, even though I hate to bring up Virtua Fighter in this situation, I'm going to have to bring up Virtua Fighter in order to prove my point, because this does need to be said, because I don't think a lot of people are thinking about what could be happening as for the development team going silent. You know, like I said, no one has heard from Harada. I mean, Harada basically is tweeting every 5 minutes, but he's not really tweeting anything about the game. It's about other stuff. That's really what all Harada cares about these days is Twitter. He's becoming a Twitter monster. No tweet from Nakatsu. No tweet from that racist prick, Michael Murray. But when you go back to Tokyo Game Show and you saw what just happened with Virtua Fighter, the development team was not ready. They didn't show anything. They did not have anything. And the performance was lackluster. However people wanted to put it, it was just nothing there. They did not have anything after hyping us up, after basically telling us that something big was stirring for Tokyo Game Show. They had nothing to show for it. You feel what I'm saying? And we've seen this time and time again with the Tekken development team, how they keep promising this, promising that. Harada keeps on saying, oh, just wait a little bit longer. Just give us some time. Y'all already know what's going on. So basically, you got to look at it like this. You got to look at it like the development team. Okay, they've done everything and it has not worked. Look what happened to the last patch. People were not happy. This whole monthly patch thing, it's just breadcrumb BS. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think it works. It's just not working out. I'm one of the main people that said they need to stop doing these monthly patches because it's just not working out. It just feels like breadcrumbs. And every single time they do this, it almost feels like something else gets broken every time the game gets patched up every month. First of all, I want to say this. When it comes to Tekken 8 Season 2, like, as of right now, look, is Tekken 8 still busted? Yes. Is Tekken 8 still in a rabbit hole? Yes. Is Tekken 8 still broken? Yes. Broken characters, stupid moves, jacked up framing and homing? Yes. All of that stuff is still in the game. But here's the thing. The game is still better than what it was a couple of months ago. It's still better than what it was a couple of months ago, and we can feel it by playing. We feel the game has gotten a little bit better than what it was a couple of months ago. We can feel it. So, going to my first theory, I kind of feel like the development team kind of understands that. They understand that they have made the game a little bit better, and they've decided not to say anything, because by not saying nothing, you're not making the game a broken mess than it already is by not saying nothing and putting half-ass patches out here. And that makes total sense. And look, we got to give the development team a little bit of props for shutting the hell up and getting into the drawing board and working on the game thoroughly. Now, I'm saying this out of a hunch. I don't know what they're really doing, but for the development team to be silent like this, we have to think to where they're just heavy at work right now. And like I said, and this goes into my theories, I kind of feel like they may be waiting until Mariah Zoe comes out, because if you go back to Tekken 7 Season 4, when Lydia first got revealed to the world, One of the things that they did was when they revealed Lydia, they also revealed the changes of the gameplay when it came to Tekken 7 Season 4. I mean, they changed a lot of stuff. They added new moves, new counter hit animations. The way characters interact with the wall was different. So they made a lot of significant changes when it came to Season 4 when Lydia was revealed. And basically everything that they're doing is basically a repeat of Tekken 7 anyway. So I kind of feel like they're probably waiting on Mariah Zoe to come out, and then that's when they'll bring out a significant patch along with her, just like they did with Lydia in Tekken 7 Season 4. And if that theory is not true when it comes to Tekken 8 Season 2, as of right now, I just kind of feel like Tekken 8 Season 2 is as good as it's gonna get. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like I said, it's better than what it was, but I kind of think it's as good as it's gonna get. And if they're not waiting for Mariah Zoe to come out, they're probably just gonna wait for Tekken 8 Season 3, which does make better sense. But as I said, when it comes to my theories, I truly, honestly think that they are hard at work right now. And basically, I don't think they're going to say nothing or do anything until they build one big significant ball of overhaul. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And they're going to throw that fireball right at us. I'd rather them do that than to keep on giving us these monthly breadcrumb BS patches. You feel what I'm saying? And it does look like the development team is breaking away from that because they realize it's frustrating and it's just really not working. You know, monthly patches, you got all these characters, you got all these moves, you got so much going on in the game for the monthly patches. It's just not going to work. So I feel like the devs right now, they're back, they're working, and whenever they have a significant fireball, they're going to throw it right at us. Now, once again, you know, I haven't been talking about the cheaters when it comes to Tekken 8 because there's really no reason to talk about the cheaters. It's just one of those lost cause at this point. It's not as bad as it was in Season 1. I kind of feel like when it comes to Tekken 8 Season 2, I kind of feel like the cheaters were kind of like the least of the problem. When it comes to the cheating, that was a Season 1 problem, and we're not really seeing it like that. So look, we're coming across cheaters, but it's not as terrible as it was in Tekken 8 Season 1. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes to the cheating, they're never going to do nothing about the cheating, but we got to be all the way real. The cheating is not as bad as it was in Tekken 8 Season 1. So that was really a Season 1 problem. The dev team haven't done anything to get it under control, but it doesn't seem like it's a big issue when it comes to Season 2. Season 2 is a system issue right now. You feel what I'm saying? With all of the broken mess that's going on. And to be quite honest with you, it's because of Season 2 being so broken, it's probably causing the cheaters to quit. Shit, these fucking cheaters that are using auto block and all that shit, all this broken shit that's going on with the game, shit is damn near an equalizer. So y'all got to think about that. The game's so broken right now, shit, the cheaters are getting offset. Let's just keep it all the way real. So that's all I got to say about that when it comes to the cheaters. It's not as bad as it was in Tekken 8 Season 1 because Season 2 is so damn broken, the cheaters can't even really do anything. And as far as the netcode is concerned, with the person mentioned bad netcode, Tekken's netcode as a whole has always been bad. It's always been trash, and that's never going to change either. We're just going to have to deal with that. Now, like I said, the biggest issue here is basically the game itself and the development team and what they got planning up. Because when it comes to Tokyo Game Show, they didn't show anything when it came to Tekken 8. And remember, when they did that whole thing a couple of months ago, Harada and Nakatsu weren't even present. So you definitely got to look at it like they're doing some type of work. You know, something is going on when it comes to the dev team. They're not going to tell us. They're not going to show us. And you know what? I think that's a good thing. Don't hurt the game more than it already is by coming out with some cookie cutter patch or promising us something that is never going to come true, or saying something or fixing something and then something else ends up getting broken. No, we don't need all of that anymore. There's no need to put the game in that type of jeopardy anymore. And like I said, we need to give the development team some props for not coming out and just saying things and then things end up not happening or things end up more broken. So we got to give them props for that. The only thing that we can hope for now is that the silent treatment from the development team ends up with the solution. And if they can't come up with any solutions, if they can't show us any progress, or if they don't have anything in huge significance to release, they should stay quiet. They should continue to stay quiet until they have all those things going. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And that makes perfect sense. And like I said, that's what I feel from a theory standpoint is happening when it comes to the Tekken 8 team being silent. I do think they're working until it's big enough and significant enough for them to release it all at once. Or they could be waiting for season 3, or they could be waiting for Mariah's O. Either way it goes, they should continue to stay silent until they're absolutely ready to show something, until they have figured out all the bugs and kinks to the patches and all of this and what they're doing. Until then, they should stay silent. And like I said, shout out to the Tekken 8 development team. I got to give them credit for this one, for keeping their mouths shut when they don't have nothing, or nothing has been fixed yet, or they're still working on something. That's just how I feel about it. Could I be wrong? Yes, I could be wrong, depending on whatever they show us, whatever they reveal to us. I could definitely be wrong. But if my theory is right, and when it comes to my theories, I think I'm right. I think I'm exactly right. I think I'm 100% right. They're silent because they are feverishly at work. And that's just how I feel. So that's what I feel about the whole situation about the Tekken 8 development team being silent. For me personally, I think it's a good thing. Yes, right now, Tekken 8 is just out right now. But guess what? It's still in a better position than it was a couple of months ago. I know I'm sounding a little content with what's going on, but it's better than having the development team say all of this BS and basically the game getting worse, or basically the community being in shambles because the development team is trying this and trying that, trying all these experiments. I know y'all tired of that. I know people are tired of that. And the development team is too. And that's why they're silent, because they want to get to the bottom of things. We can only hope. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below about this situation. Why do y'all think the development team is silent right now? Put y'all thoughts and y'all feelings in the comment section below. We could definitely get a conversation started. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your boy for the hottest Tekken 8 action on the internet, period. My name is Demetrius. I will get back at you in the next video. God bless. Stay safe. I am out. Peace.